Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Welcome to the 2019 Halloween edition of the Matt Bolus podcast.
You know, Dusty, the other day I was really thinking about the podcast. How many years have we been doing this?
6 years.
Yeah.
6 years. And then when you add 2 more sixes to that, you've got the mark of Halloween.
On this edition of the podcast, we are going to be discussing fear.
Fear.
You can subscribe to the Matt Bolus Podcast OnlyFans, and you can receive lewd photographs of Matt Bolus and myself monthly. It's $5 a month, and you will receive several implied nude photographs of Matt Bolus and myself. The nudity is implied. We are nude, and it's implied. Why can I not speak? But we're going to, if you want to see the penis region, it's going to be about $15 a month.
Wait, what is this?
I like whenever I can tell that you're not paying attention to me talk, and then there's a keyword that pops in.
What the hell?
Well, if you don't know about it by now, I guess you're never ever going to know.
I need to know.
There is an adult-oriented, but not necessarily adult website called OnlyFans, where fans of your product or personality can pay you a monthly subscription fee, and you can give them gifts. And a majority of the time, those gifts are erotic and partial nude photographs.
So what do I gotta do? Some dick pics?
No, they're tasteful.
Okay.
They're going to be tasteful photographs for $5 a month.
Flowers on them.
You can receive lewd, not nude, implied nudity. You can receive lewd, implied nude photographs of myself and Matt Bolus. Very tasteful, almost toastful.
There's a calendar coming too.
You're gonna drop the bag on the. You're dropping the bag of the calendars. The calendar comes at Christmas. That's a surprise.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
They don't talk to me.
They're gonna find out one way or another.
PR doesn't talk to me.
But yes, this first month's edition of the Matt Bolus Podcast implied nude lewd photographs are of Matt Bolus and myself in the Food City. As you remember, Matt Bolus had some history with Food City.
Nothing but a robe.
So we go in there and we take some very tasteful photographs, and I think you're all going to be delighted with the outcome.
I kind of did like a Lebowski, a Dude Lebowski type feel, like I'm drinking milk. I got the milk running down me. That kind of stuff.
For $5 right now, you can sign up and you can receive this month's implied nude lewd photographs of the Matt Bolus Podcast. Go to onlyfans.com/the Matt Bolus Podcast now.
You know you're gonna go.
You know you're gonna do it. You know what's missing from my life? It says the majority of the Matt Bolus Podcast fans. Lewd and crude implied nude photographs of the Matt Bolus Podcast.
Dude, we hadn't had a tongue-tied. We haven't had one of those in a minute, dude.
I know.
Okay, what is it again?
Lewd and crude implied nude photographs.
Lewd and crude implied nude photographs here on the Matt Bolus Podcast.
Tasteful, toastful, and boastful.
Tasteful, toastful, and boastful.
$5. You are going to lose more money if you don't do this. Because you all know that you want to see what we've got, and we've got things that you want to see. You know that. Lewd, crude, implied nude, tasteful, toastful, and boastful photographs of the Matt Bolus Podcast. Now. So there's that. I mean, if the theme is Halloween and fear, I think one of the scariest things anybody can get is a picture of me and you in a Food City with milk running down us.
Yeah. In robes.
It's lovely. $5.
That's not much. That's not bad.
My religious views.
You know what, dude?
Almost stopped me. What, dude?
Okay. We need to start charging these motherfuckers.
We are. $5.
Well, I know, but we really need to start charging these people who listen. I know there's only like 35 of them who actually are hardcore about it.
Mm-hmm.
35 of you who are hardcore about it, why don't you show it?
$5 a month.
$5 a month. I mean, come on. $5 a month. And we'll be able to put that money in our pockets.
$5 a month times 35 of you is $175.
Oh my God.
And if you divide that between the two of us, that's $87.50. And I don't think that's bad for 4 podcasts a month.
Okay, if we got that, we would be able to get more microphones.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere. You would hear everything.
You would hear it all.
Even things that we don't want you to hear.
If the podcast could get that a month, and we could start putting that into the podcast, could you imagine what our podcast could be? Because I know you don't. We don't have the extra income to fucking put money into this.
No.
You know, and we have fans. We have 35 devoted fans for sure.
If I had money to put into the podcast, I wouldn't be selling lewd, crude, implied nude, boastful, toastful, and obnoxious nude photographs.
You want to know something? I thought about it like this. Mm-hmm. I used to be like, man, we've only got 35 fans. But check this out, Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
There are churches that don't even have 35 people in their congregation.
Wow.
Check that out.
When you put it that way.
Think about how many churches are around us right now.
There's a church statistically every 1.5 miles.
I can tell you right now, not all of them have 35.
It's pretty good. Some bars don't even get 35 people.
Yeah. Go into a bar and tell me if you see 35 people in there. Hey, I'm feeling good about this.
It's pretty good.
35 for sure. 40's pushing it. I feel like we've got 40, but we're going to stick with 35. I feel like 5 of you kind of fall off when we do something crazy. And then you come back around, you listen, but then you fall off again.
From the bottom of my heart, there are only 2 things that I want in this life. And that is love and someone to love and your money.
Yeah.
Is that so much to ask for?
Steve-O.
Give us your money, dude.
Come on, man.
This shit ain't cheap.
And Steve.
And Steve. There are 2 of you.
You're 2 of you. Our 2 biggest fans are both named Steve.
And if you don't willingly give us your money, unfortunately, we're going to have to rob you.
You know what? We're gonna have to shut it down.
We're gonna shut it
permanently,
down.
and not just for 4 months.
Coming to you live from Steve or Steve-O's home. This is Stealing All of Your Shit.
This is Stealing Your Shit podcast. Here we discuss ways of stealing shit.
And this can't be used against me in court. You can't take this recording to court and say, look, this is clear intention of malice mischief.
I would pay to see you up on the stand with that playing, and me just like from the, we're both next to our lawyer, just watching you, like having to deal with, like listening to you. I don't know, I would pay to watch that. It would be funny.
Yeah. Because we all know how I handle pressure. Explosively.
Not good. It's not good. It's not.
Oh. I don't want to have to rob our fans.
I know, but it might come to that. It might just have to come to that, Dust. I mean, what's $5 a month? Seriously. If you're a smoker and you're one of the 35 devoted, guess what? Set aside 1 pack of cigarettes for a month and give us that $5. If you you cut lawns, you could set aside $5. If you work with computers, do some programming and shit,
you can do it.
$5. It's not bad. If you work at a gas station, $5.
And if you're new here, if this is your first night, you have to fight.
Yeah. Where'd all these plane tickets come from, Dust?
Don't worry about those.
Where have you been going?
Don't worry about
What's
those.
going on?
Don't worry about those. Maybe you'll find out on the next Matt Bolus podcast.
Oh, shit. Tune in to the next Matt Bolus podcast where we sit down with...
My name is Dusty. We've been doing this for 5 years. I've known you for 10 years more than that.
We sit down with Dusty Durden.
Yeah. I make and sell soap.
You make soap? Mm-hmm. From what?
It comes in asshole scent.
Oh, I gotta get up. Now I have to debate whether or not I give her the ass or the crotch. That's not how Brad Pitt said it. I think I was doing more of a Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I'd like to see Jack Nicholson as Tyler Durden. In Jack Nicholson's defense, he warned Heath. He warned Heath.
Yeah, he did.
I warned him.
I warned him that could happen. Go on. Hit me. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want to hit an old man. Fuck.
I'm not going to hit you, Jack Nicholson.
You were in a movie entitled Bucket List. You were days away from death.
You were in a movie called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'm good. I'm not hitting you, Jack Nicholson.
Matt Bolus, what would you say is the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
I wish I had a little time to prepare because I could really think of some stuff, but some scary stuff. Tornadoes. I would say living through 3 tornadoes, having one tornado actually jump over your house. Mother Nature, natural disasters.
Natural disasters?
There's nothing you can do about those.
No, they're very scary.
There's nothing you can do. Welcome to the Halloween edition.
You don't want to ask me what the scariest thing
Well, I was going to welcome them too.
Okay.
You got to welcome them.
Okay.
I want to welcome
You're
them.
welcome too.
Welcome to the 2019 edition of the Halloween Hell on Earth podcast. The Matt Bolus podcast here with Dusty Hawkins. Dusty, I want to know something about you. I want to know, what do you fear the most?
In order for my joke to work, I need you to ask me what's the scariest thing that ever happened to me.
Dusty, what is the scariest thing that ever happened to you?
It was a hot and stormy summer night, and I was having relations with at the time, and I accidentally inside of at that time, and I was scared that she was going to conceive a child of mine from.
You're going there.
And yeah, I am. Go ahead. Ask me.
Okay, how did that... Wait, what do you want me to ask?
I want you to ask me, what happened?
Well, Dusty. Well, man, what happened?
Fortunately for me, she 2 days later.
Are you really going to put this out there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
But look, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
And that's funny. And this is great. If you're really going to put this on our podcast, I commend you.
I really dodged a bullet there. Scared. You want to talk scared.
What's up, Brajas and Brajettes? You're listening to the Matt Bolus podcast.
I didn't tell her.
Halloween.
I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her that happened. I fucking know.
I hope you keep all this, but you bleep.
How would I fucking know whether she's or not?
See, I was thinking.
No, that makes sense too.
How funny would that be?
That makes sense too. Matt Bolus, on the topic of fear, since this is the spooky, haunted Halloween season of 2019, yes?
I want to say something real fast,
go ahead.
okay?
This is your podcast.
Mother Nature.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mother Nature. Tornadoes. None of that compares to what you just fucking said.
Oh, no, it's really scary. I was fucking very afraid.
None of that compares to that feeling.
Matt Bolus, on the topic of fear, what would you say, which skin tone do you think scares you the most?
Skin tone?
Yeah, skin tone.
What do you mean?
Say you're walking down a dark street at night, and there's a person walking towards you that scares you. What color is their skin?
Green.
Ooh, very good. I was going to say but...
Green. If they have green skin, or if they look dead.
What would you say you fear the most, other than Mother Nature?
Besides that story you told, I fear no one.
Yeah.
I mean, similar situation, but nowhere near that.
I'm afraid of ghosts. Like, you get emotionally invested in someone, and then all of a sudden...
Relationships?
You fear relationships. We'd like to thank the gentleman hammering in the distance.
For adding such a unique detail to the podcast. Thank you so much.
And then the train on the horizon.
And the train is coming.
We are in the heart of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee.
Just the thought of having to share virtually everything.
I fucking love it. I love it.
That's good, man.
I mean, it's not good because I don't have what I want, but I love it.
I don't know. I just haven't found the right one yet, you know.
And
This isn't really a Halloween.
It's so far it's not.
No, it's not.
But you gotta give. I had one joke.
That was a good joke. That was a good one. We got about 10 minutes here. Thanks for tuning in. No. Train. These have been some real low-ball trains going through here, man. They got the silencer running.
I mean, it's not even breaking the levels.
What the fuck?
And now, the top 5 Halloween costume list ideas from Matt Bolus. Matt Bolus, number 5.
Number 5, just your typical ghost. Just get a white sheet, cut 2 holes in it, and you're a ghost. It's typical. It's like you know, it could be the gag. You could be the gag ghost. You know, like I'm the stereotypical traditional Halloween ghost here, y'all.
And send sporadic, emotionally manipulative text messages to someone, and then put on your ghost costume and disappear for fucking ever. Number 4.
Any superhero costume. Any superhero costume will do.
I think it's funny that we're both here dressed as Fat Thor.
Yeah, we are. That's funny. Except you have Mjolnir and I have Stormbreaker.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what heroes do. Number 3.
I know some people I know are going to Childish Gambino from This Is America video. Mm-hmm. Dusty's one of them.
Yep, that's what I'm going as.
He's going as Child. We're actually going to be filming the video. Dusty's actually going to be doing the dance from Childish Gambino. He's going to be dressed like Childish Gambino from the video.
And an unfortunate heads up from the Matt Bolus podcast: the haunted house is not happening.
Man.
The local council and city commission came in and they pulled some zoning bullshit regulation. I think it is because they are sexually stunted as individuals and don't realize how closely horror and sexuality hold hands. So we apologize if you've already bought your tickets, your non-refundable tickets. We do apologize for such short notice. I also fear heart attacks. Heart attacks are scary.
Yeah. If I'm going to have a fucking heart attack, it better take me out. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say about heart attacks. It's like, what the fuck's going on in the news?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to it.
I don't either.
I don't fucking pay attention to it.
I have no idea what's going on.
And my life is so much better for it.
Yeah.
It's so much better for it.
It is.
I feel like the dogs barking in agony in the distance really add an element of ambience that I didn't know was possible.
Because we're on the Halloween.
This is Halloween. This
is Halloween. And Lady Gaga, remember that one year we were in hell?
Yep.
And you could hear Lady Gaga singing in the background?
Yep.
That shit's funny. God damn, that shit was so funny.
Another fucking train?
I'm gonna put him on it.
Thumbs off.
Hey.
Well, it's his. Hello?
Hey.
And now, a live domestic dispute.
Chris? Chris?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris?
Yes.
You called Matt.
What's up?
Oh. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, you're on it right now.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Matt Bolus podcast, this is Chris Bolus of the Chris Bolus podcast.
Which is my favorite, by the way.
Yeah.
Of all the Bolus Brother podcasts, that's the better one.
Way better.
That's the better one. One of my biggest fears is getting a notification at like 2 a.m. from YouTube about a copyright strike. It happens a lot. So that's why on this episode I'm using exclusively copywritten music.
That's awesome.
None of this royalty-free shit. We haven't gotten a copyright strike in months. The entire 4th season did not receive one copyright strike. Not one.
That's a big deal on this podcast.
Not fucking one. So I'm going to use as much copywritten material as I can from start to finish. and we'll just see where that goes, because I would like to see if I can kill this channel. I would like to see if I can. I don't know how to delete it because I'm stupid, so I'm going to try to kill it with Nirvana and Taylor Swift and all these things that YouTube aims machine guns at.
Yeah.
I want more. Threatening to rob our fans, selling nude photographs, your brother not knowing what the fuck to say on the phone.
What?
You fucking called him. You called him.
Yeah. What?
Coming early 2020, the new Chris Bolus podcast. All of your trees and bounty council needs.
Kansas.
Chris Bolus podcast.
Oh, if you're looking, I've got a TV. You know, we didn't even finish the Halloween costume list. We never finished lists.
I thought it'd be funnier just.
Yeah, we never finish lists. We've done that several times. On the Halloween edition, me and Dusty have sat down and decided that one of us has to die. Are we gonna flip a coin, or are we gonna draw straws? Here, Dusty, draw straws.
I'll draw a straw,
Okay.
but we don't tell who loses.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll work.
There's the straw. We would like to thank you all for joining us here on what very possibly could be the last edition of the Matt Bolus podcast, other than the 2020 appearance of Alex Trebek on the Halloween edition next year. For all of my friends and family, I love you. Matt Bolus, handshake. It's been a pleasure.
Handshake.
We'll see you all
All I have are negative podcasts.
on the next edition of the Matt Bolus podcast.
This has been a production of the Chattanooga Podcast Network, straight from the darkness and into your hearts.
So on the podcast, I have come out as gay, went back in as straight,
You had a time with homosexuality.
confessed my love for you,
Yes.
told a lot of fake stories, but some that are true, so you don't know which are which. And now I'm going
Women,
to.
we were missing some stuff.
Okay.
We got threatened.
We did get threatened, which was true.
All right. That's all I had.
And now I'm going to kill myself at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as we're all on the same page. You know, when Bradley Cooper plays a character, everybody knows that's Bradley Cooper.
Brad Cooper.
No, that's Bradley Cooper playing a character. That's not when he goes home. He's not Bradley Cooper. He's not like that. He doesn't sing with Lady Gaga. He goes home and he has a family. But when you use your real name on a podcast, people don't know.
What's the difference?
Yeah, is he really gay? Did he really kill himself?
No, I feel you.
And
I feel like the podcast. I have no idea how people think of me.
it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I think I got a podcast here.
It's gonna be good.
I think I got a podcast here.
I wanted to show you something. You see this? See my first gray?
I've got 2 or 3. Yeah. It's coming. And podcast.